Hello you guys, my name is Caleb, and today we're going to be doing my 5,000 subscriber Q&A. So I hit 5,000 subscribers about a week or two ago. This is really surreal that people are actually watching my videos and liking my content. So I want to thank you all. Without you, I would literally probably not have this channel because after a couple months I'd be like, this is going nowhere. Bye. And we're even pretty close to 6,000 now, and I just want to thank you guys all so much. So we're going to be doing a Q&A today. That rhymed. I'm wearing the American flag. I took all these questions from Twitter, so the next time that I do a Q&A, if you want to ask some questions, follow me on Twitter, @InsaneReader. Oh, another update while we're here. Instagram has the live video things where you can go live and people can ask questions and talk to you. So if you ever want to join me in a live video and ask me questions, follow me on Instagram, @InsaneReader. So let's begin with this Q&A. Favorite and least favorite book to movie adaptations. I gotta say, my favorite book to movie adaptation, it's gotta be Harry Potter. It doesn't have all the details. Those books are huge and have so many little tiny things that have to get cut, and I understand that. But those movies are classics and they will forever live in my mind as one of my favorite book series and favorite movies ever. For being the most faithful, gotta be The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is so faithful. The first movie isn't the best, but then Catching Fire comes and it's amazing, and Mockingjay is amazing. They're fantastic movies. For least favorite book to movie adaptations, I'm gonna get some hate on this, but it's fine. I hated Shadowhunters, not because it's not exactly like the book. I understand that there has to be differences. The writing in that show was so cringy. The characters just seemed very, very different from the books. They didn't seem to have the same types of relationships, and they made really stupid creative choices. Sorry. Also, City of Bones movie, bad. And the Percy Jackson movies, I think that's a given though. Least favorite book cover. The thing I don't like about covers the most is when they show the human faces. So there's just like a girl on the cover like, I'm not gonna buy the book. I don't like books like that, boy. And I feel like the Throne of Glass series does this right. They have the awesome girl on the cover doing the awesome poses. Her face is there, but it's like a cartoon girl. She's not a real human being. What is your full name? I'm never gonna answer this question. I'm not gonna reveal my last name to you because then you'll be able to Google me and like find where I live and find my Facebook account and find my friends in real life, find out where I live and murder me. But if you want to play a guessing game in the comments below, my middle name starts with a J. I want to see who can get it. It's not a super hard one. Favorite type of oatmeal. I don't consider myself a huge oatmeal fan. I'm more of a person that will have oatmeal occasionally, or when I'm at a hotel and they have like those little packets and you just dump them in and there's oatmeal. But if I had to make oatmeal, I love the oatmeal where it's like maple cinnamon, like cook up some apples and put them in there, or put like bananas in it. So good. Highly recommend that oatmeal option. What song/artist are you currently obsessed with? Guys, I don't know if you follow me on Snapchat, @TheInsaneReader, but one of my favorite artists, Aurora. I didn't know she existed for a while, and then I heard her name flying around and I was like, whatever. Then I listened to her song, I Went Too Far. The first time I heard that song, I was like, oh, okay, she has a really nice voice, but that's not really my style, whatever. I was still convinced that I wasn't a huge fan, and then I went to sleep that night, and it was stuck in my head, and then I kept listening to it. Oh my gosh, highly recommend. My favorite song of hers right now, maybe Winterbird, maybe Runaway, maybe I Went Too Far. All her music is on Spotify. Do you know what your Patronus is? I do. I took the Patronus quiz the day it came out, and I got an Osprey. I made an entire video of me doing the test. It was so dumb. The footage was so stupid. So if that video doesn't exist, don't try to find it. I deleted the footage. It's gone. It's okay. Commonly mistaken as an eagle, so I'm assuming that means people think I'm cooler than I actually am. Moving on. What book were you most disappointed by? This year, I think the book I was most disappointed by was The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. I've already talked about how I wasn't a big fan numerous times. I felt like this world was dragging on. We've had 10 other books in this world. I wasn't necessarily happy where Heroes of Olympus left off, but I was still kind of done with the world. Then all the characters in that book are showing up in here and we're seeing where they are now, and I liked that. We've had these characters for 10 years. I'm ready to let them go. I don't want to say I'm necessarily growing out because that can be a kind of condescending word, but I feel like I'm moving on from Rick Riordan in a way. I didn't like the sidekick in this book. I wasn't a huge fan of the first person writing again. I missed the third person. I just did not think Apollo was enjoyable to read about. I'm probably not going to pick up the second book in this series. I'll see. What is your Hogwarts house and your Ilvermorny house? My Hogwarts house is Gryffindor. I'm a proud Gryffindor. My Ilvermorny house, I'm a Thunderbird. I don't really know what that means. I saw Fantastic Beasts and they like were mentioning mentioning Thunderbirds. So I was like, hey, that's me. Still don't know what it means. I'm pretty sure it's like I'm like adventure or something like that. The scariest book that I've ever read. I don't read scary books very often. I'm not one of those people that's like, I don't like anything scary. I need to be in my little bubble of joy and happy. Like, I like scary stuff. I watch this paranormal movies. I think paranormal movies are hilarious. The low budget horror movies are the best movies ever. Not because they're scary, but because they're so cheesy and so dumb. I watched the movie The Lazarus Effect. I think it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there. But that movie was so stupid. Some people get scared easily. I don't consider myself one of those people. I get scared at real life things. I get scared of kidnapping and murder. I'm not scared of like, oh no, we unleashed a demon. I don't really have a favorite scary book because I don't read scary books. What is your most anticipated book of 2017? Well, it was Carve the Mark, but you know. Lord of Shadows. It's definitely gotta be Lord of Shadows. I am so excited to see all those humans again. Also, we got a Conjuring of Light. That comes out in February. So excited for that finale. It's like 600 pages. I'm ready. I'm also super pumped for History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Do you think that you will always read young adult fiction, or will you ever venture into adult? I mean, I've read adult books before. What I love about young adult books is first that those characters are my age, so I relate to them a lot more. In young adult, all the main characters are trying to find where they fit in with the world, and I feel like that's what young adults feel too. Like, what is my purpose in the world? I've read some adult books. I'm not against adult, but I just love young adult right now in my life. It's playing a really big part. Young adult will be my favorite for a long time. I don't know if I'm ever gonna move on completely to adult. Most recent favorite book character. I recently read Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and I love the main character Katie so much. She was so awesome. So that's gonna be it for this Q&A. Thanks to everybody who asked me questions on Twitter. Thank you all so much for subscribing and supporting my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.